Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a topic that is very close to my heart and has been the cornerstone of my journey, mastering English. Whether you're a beginner looking to take your first steps or an intermediate learner aiming to reach fluency, this video is your roadmap to success. We will be discussing 6 effective ways to master the English language. But before we dive into the first way, let me share a personal story that has inspired this entire video. When I was just starting out on my English learning adventure, there were times when I felt like giving up, but my grandfather's words kept me going. He always believed in me, even when I doubted myself. And because of his unwavering support and my desire to make him proud, I didn't quit. Instead, I kept practicing and learning until I reached my fluency. My grandfather's belief in me gave me the confidence to keep going, and it's that confidence that I want to help you achieve. So, let's get started with our first point. Focus on the fundamentals. It is essential to start your English learning journey on solid ground by focusing on the fundamental rules of English grammar. Without a strong grasp of the basics, you may find it challenging to build upon them as you progress. Dedicate time to learn and understand basic grammar rules, such as parts of speech, tenses, and sentence structures. This will provide a framework for your learning and make it easier to grasp more complex concepts later on. There are several resources available to help you with this step. You can explore websites that offer free English lessons and exercises. Additionally, investing in a good grammar book can prove invaluable. Remember that mastering grammar is a marathon, not a sprint, so be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. A solid foundation is the key to building fluency, and your dedication to this stage will pay dividends in your future learning. Now let's move on to the second way to master English. Immerse yourself in the language. The best way to learn a language is by immersing yourself in it as much as possible. If you can, try to live in an English-speaking country where you will be surrounded by native speakers and will have no choice but to use English in everyday situations. If that's not possible, don't worry. There are still plenty of things that you can do to make progress. One thing that you can do is to make English a part of your daily routine. For example, you could watch English language TV shows or movies instead of foreign films. You can also listen to English music or podcasts while you're doing things like driving or exercising. Another great way to immerse yourself in the English language is to read as much as possible. Reading is a great way to learn new words and improve your understanding of grammar. Start by reading simple books or articles and work your way up to more challenging material. You might also want to consider joining a book club so that you can discuss what you've read with other people. The key is to make English a part of your everyday life. By doing so, you'll be able to learn more quickly and easily. Next point, practice makes perfect. As with anything in life, the more you practice, the better you will become at it. This is especially true when it comes to learning a language. If you want to master English, you need to practice regularly. Fortunately, there are many ways that you can do this without spending a lot of money. One of the most effective ways to practice your English is to talk to native speakers. This can be done in person if you live in an English-speaking country, or online if you don't. There are many websites and apps that can connect you with native speakers for conversation practice. If you're shy, you could start by practicing with friends or family members who speak English. Once you're more comfortable, you could try talking to strangers. Remember that the most important thing is to practice regularly. Even just a few minutes of practice each day can make a big difference over time. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they are learning a new language. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and keep practicing. With enough practice, you will eventually master English. Our fourth way is to expand your vocabulary. Having a rich vocabulary is essential for effective communication in English. To expand your vocabulary, you can start by reading books and articles on various topics. This will help you to learn new words and phrases in context. You can also use a dictionary or thesaurus to learn the meaning and usage of new words. Additionally, playing word games like Scrabble or Boggle can be a fun way to improve your vocabulary. Using flashcards is another effective method for memorizing new words and their definitions. You can also expand your vocabulary by listening to podcasts or audiobooks. This will help you to learn new words and phrases in context. You can also try to use new words in your writing and speaking to solidify your understanding of them. By following these tips, you will gradually expand your vocabulary and improve your ability to communicate effectively in English. Now let's move on to our fifth way to master English. Focus on pronunciation. Clear and accurate pronunciation is essential for effective communication in English. To improve your pronunciation, you can start by listening to native speakers and imitating their pronunciation. Pay attention to the sounds they make and try to match them. You can also use online resources to practice and improve your pronunciation. One of the great things about the internet is that there are literally thousands of videos and articles that can help you to improve your pronunciation. You can also record yourself speaking English and listen back to identify areas for improvement. Additionally, you can join a public speaking group to practice your pronunciation in a supportive environment. Remember that it takes time and effort to improve your pronunciation, but with dedication and practice, you can make significant progress. Finally, we come to the last way to master English. Set achievable goals. Setting achievable goals is essential for successful language learning. When you learn a language, it's easy to get overwhelmed and set unrealistic goals that you're never able to meet. This can lead to frustration and make it difficult to stay motivated. That's why it's important to set achievable goals that you can actually reach. Start by setting small, attainable goals that you can build on as you make progress. For example, if you're a beginner, you might want to set a goal of learning basic greetings and introductions. Once you've achieved that goal, you can set a new one, such as learning how to describe people and places. As you continue to make progress, you can set more challenging goals, such as learning how to write an essay or give a presentation. It's also important to be specific and realistic when setting goals. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve my English," try saying, "I want to be able to have a conversation with a native speaker." When you have a clear and specific goal in mind, you're more likely to be able to achieve it. Finally, remember to celebrate your successes along the way. When you reach an important milestone, take some time to celebrate your success. This will help you stay motivated and keep moving forward. By following these tips, you can set achievable goals that will help you master English and achieve your language learning dreams. And that's it, folks. If you've stuck with me till the end, I applaud you. And if you're eager to continue your English learning journey with us, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up. And hey, if you have any other video suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep conquering your language goals and reaching for fluency. Happy learning!